This is a 2001 Land Rover Discovery II. I can't talk. This is a 2001 Land Rover Discovery II.
Where'd you find it?
Got it from work, $400. Some guy more or less didn't want to pay for the repairs, and here it is. He actually asked me if I wanted to buy it in probably June of last year, and then came like 3 months later and offered it to me again for $400. Paid $400 for it. Let's see, what did it need when he wrote it off? It needed a brake line above the frame in the rear end, and he was having a bunch of issues with the ABS system, which is no surprise. The Land Rover community calls it the Three Amigos. None of the dash lights work, so I can't tell what is actually wrong with it anyways. So,
you got your fancy computer though, right?
Yeah, that's something I added. That's a, what is it called? Fucking, I don't remember what those things are called. Nanocom. Yeah, Nanocom Evolution. It's for programming a bunch of shit and all the modules. The security system was freaking out one day, so I decided to order that, and I kind of shut off the security system. I couldn't start the car, couldn't do anything, couldn't open the doors without the alarm going off. That was kind of something that happened like a week into driving it, and then yeah, so far I replaced the brake line, replaced the front calipers because those were all seized up, replaced the brake booster, and now it still needs head gaskets and a bunch of other stuff. I always kind of wanted a Land Rover. My ex-girlfriend, me and her almost bought an old Land Rover P38, and thank God we didn't. But child. Yeah, I think that thing was like $3,000. But when a $400 Land Rover falls in your lap, I guess you gotta take advantage of it. This guy taped his girlfriend's name on the steering wheel or something like that. I don't know if he like was forgetting her name. Yeah. There was like crab claws in the cup holders. I still haven't cleaned it like at all. There was a bunch of weird matchbooks in the center console. The seats didn't work. I fixed those. The seat still is, you know, way too high and way too forward because that's just how they design these stupid things. That sunroof visor, or excuse me, that visor leaks from the sunroof. When I got it, it was completely filled with water. Yeah. Fucking, it's a waterbed. How did it? Open it. God. Get out. Oh. Get out. I gotta open the mirror.
You have a bucket?
I don't fucking have a bucket. What the hell?
Oh no.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're gonna have to squeeze it out.
This is what British people brush their teeth with.
It is tight with water. Holy shit, dude.
Coming out of the hinges and
no shit. That is fucking awesome. God. Oh. So I slid a hole in it so it just drains out properly, but it looked like a giant...
It like smells funny when you open it too.
I don't know, a giant pillow when I first drove it. Let's see. You can go over to the back before we open it because it makes a terrible noise. Usually closing it. So I had a can of paint explode probably like the first week of owning it. This would be a split late. Second week of owning it, actually. I was getting a little rowdy in my parking lot at work, and my toolbox stabbed it and exploded it. And this was a requirement to get it. If you own a Land Rover, you have to have a safari hat. But all my spare parts and pieces are in here. I always carry my tools in it and like 3 gallons of coolant because, like I said, the head gasket's leaking. Did a little suspension work. The ball joints were completely toast. Fixed the spare rack. Put new tires on it. Stickers, of course. This whole hatch leaks like crazy, so if it's any amount of rain, it just pours in. It had a full set of matching Mondials, which is awesome. Let's see. booster, replaced the master. I think I said the calipers. Adjusted the throttle. Still needs an air filter. Like I said, it leaks coolant like crazy. It's just leaking out of the back of the head. But every time I fill it up with gas, I have to fill the coolant, and you can smell it everywhere, and it's fucking terrible, but it is what it is. I replaced the headlights because they were cracked and filled with water,
It's an awfully nice bumper.
The bumper was destroyed when I bought it. This whole corner was like half-ass bondoed up, and I hit an ice block on 94, and it cracked the bumper in half, and it lost a large chunk of it. So this guy was selling this ARB, I don't know what they call it, but it's an ARB bumper, and it's ready for winches and everything. It was probably about like 102% of the cost of the vehicle. So, yeah, put that on it because it looks, killer.
Very nice.
And it's functional. And I can push Saabs around in the yard now because this will actually fit in my backyard rather than the Tundra. Oh, that's another thing. I sold my 2019 Toyota Tundra for this. So, one of the most reliable vehicles ever made. For one of the least.
You got a really good price for the Tundra.
Yeah.
Carvana likes trucks.
Yep.
Carvana likes.
And this is a really nice color. It's kind of
beautiful color. It's got a lot of paint issues.
A little sad. This is also a little sad.
I broke this seat folder, so I can no longer fold the seat up unless I have like pliers in my hand.
It's the most uncomfortable back doors. It's impossible to get out of the back of the car.
Sit in the back if you can, and like show off how weird it is.
I want to go on this side probably.
Oh, yeah.
So if I climb up in here, is that?
It's my back support. Yeah, no, that doesn't leak.
Just step way up. As you can see, how high I'm not a very tall person. And how high my head is in here. You can shut the door, I think.
Wow, it is kind of obnoxious.
Bombo is the same height as I am. So the stadium seating is very silly. The sunroof is behind you. I don't know why it's behind you. I mean, I guess they need
the buttons
structure
are kind
here.
of behind you too. There's supposed to be jumper seats in the back, but they're not there because this isn't the option that has it. And yeah, you got my axe. If you want to show that off, because that's safe in car accidents to have an axe right above your head.
Right above your face. That way, if this breaks, it goes in front of the bag.
Jesus Christ, this thing is disgusting. Yeah, record all this stuff. There's my Big B card, trusty Big B card. They know me by name because of my exhaust note. I'm not even joking.
You can tell them about your asymmetrical exhaust and how it's only got one cat.
So the catalyst got loose and started rattling like crazy, so I had to cut it off and weld the straight pipe in on the left side, so it sounds wildly uneven. And I also had a side pipe welded in for a short while, and that got way too loud after I cut the catalyst out. Let's see, we got right here. We got all the heated seat switches. The driver's seat doesn't work, of course. We got the window lock for the rear end that may or may not work. I know Bombo just rolled down some of the windows and they still rolled down. Window switches, these side doesn't work. The driver's side does, but the rear does not. The high and low for the transfer case does work. This thing screams going down the road with the in low. Clock doesn't work sometimes. Ashtray, cup holder, everything is kind of fucking impossible to open. And coin slot. Again, everything just kind of doesn't open anymore. Whenever you're unlocking the car, sometimes it just kind of stays stuck. But of course now it's not doing it because it's got an audience. The radio works. I had to swap it out already because I broke the there's a piece of paper in there.
And your tape.
Interesting. Oh, that's probably someone's tape
out.
label, yeah. I got a tape stuck in there and I had to replace the radio, and the radio lights and everything stopped working. And the best part, let me steal this real quick. These buttons stick on the steering wheel controls, which completely deactivate the radio because it gets stuck in the volume going down. And that's probably the most annoying thing in the world, but whatever. Defrost and the fuel door. The fuel door doesn't stay closed, so oh, it does work. But it doesn't do anything because there's no proper slot on it.
There's nothing in there. Yep.
I like how it makes the lights flash, or it is.
Oh, that's just me. Descent control, which I'm sure doesn't work. All the lights, again, in the dashboard don't work, so I have no idea. It does beep, I think. Let it do that. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, but it doesn't have any alerts. Let's see.
Autobahn button.
Yeah, we got the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater button. I guess it's cruise control. The rear wiper does work. Rear washer does not work, but it makes noise.
It does
Fog
move.
lights, front and rear. Yeah, the wiper works, but that's about it. What else?
The fucking stupid seat buttons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they all work, mostly.
This mystery knob.
Yeah.
We can't really figure
No, it sets the height, like how far it goes. Well, it sits flat, so you twist it, and the stop it changes for.
That's probably why I can feel it
Like that.
Yeah.
essential equipment.
Yeah. You can peel that floor mat back, and I'm sure it's just completely fucking filled with water. Oh, there's a lot of shit there.
That's a nice spot going.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's pretty dry today.
It's dry, but getting a little ugly in that corner.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
only pulling away a little bit.
It's only like separating. You can't see it with my arm there. That's backwards. There you go.
Transmission mode doesn't work. I've always liked the whole, it's on both sides because why not? Parking brake works because it's actually a giant drum brake on the drive shaft.
These ugly cup holders that were an option, right?
Yeah,
Well, it's because you couldn't get
Because
this
you
thing open.
you have this, which works great. I mean, my coffee addiction, I have 4 coffees every morning, but, and I always take these back home. And yeah, these were an option. I don't know why. You can also, it's more places to stash your drug dealing stuff.
When you're the third owner of Disovery.
Speaking of being in third owner, so mileage is proper now because of this, the tool or whatever. But when I bought it, it was flashing 164,000 miles, I believe.
Put the shadow away.
I believe it was
Blow around.
164,000 miles or something like that.
Come on, camera, you can do it. Maybe it'll get it.
There you go.
Glare?
Yeah.
There you go.
164, yeah, 164 flashing, and I'm like, well, that probably means something was swapped. So I sent the VIN number to Mikey, and he's like, how much miles did you say were on this thing? I'm like, 164. He's like, there's no fucking way. He's like, in 2013, it was registered with 300,000 miles on it. I'm like, well, I'm sure it's wrong because it is flashing. So I plugged this thing in, set it to match, and it registered 572,000 miles on it. That is supposedly the idle hours combined with the actual mileage, but the actual mileage itself is 348 or whatever it said. Pretty interesting, but
This thing is idled for 200,000 miles.
yeah, near it. Yep. So it's pretty cherry inside, I guess. It's pretty nice not having to care about most of the interior stuff like I did in the Tundra.
It rides real well.
It drives fantastic at 100 miles an hour on 94, passing everybody in a giant rectangle. Yeah, doesn't drone or anything. It's pretty good, but
No, you fixed the exhaust.
yeah, and I still have work to do, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's a nice entry into the Land Rover community, I guess. So yeah.
There's just so many fucking buttons.
Snapping one
Read
of
all
these
these
buttons.
buttons. Okay, now see if I can get out. So look how, open the door for me. Just like how small the space is, and how tiny these doors are. And this is where your feet have to go when you sit on the back wheel well.
Take a video of the scratches all over this.
Yeah.
From like all the belts and pants studs.
Climbing out of the car.
Falling out of the car.
Yeah.
There really isn't like anything. I guess there is this bar, like the handle here, but it doesn't really help you. Take the camera. Struggle like an old man. It just isn't a nice way to get in and out. Tiny little doors. It's like you said, it was probably supposed to be a 2-door. It's not like, oh, we gotta make it a 4-door so you can put kids in the back.
Because the Jeep Wrangler wasn't a 4-door, so now it's gotta be a 4-door. It was fucked up.
Why is there duct tape at the bottom though?
I don't know. I think the moisture barrier is still there, but this doesn't have mud flaps anymore. The mud flaps are structural. There was supposed to be something right here, so that does that now.
Fenders,
The mud flap structural.
Yeah, I mean if you go to this side, it doesn't do it.
it's got defrosters on the sides, so.
Or is that the antenna?
Well, it's on both sides, so I think it is a defrost. Not nearly as bad on this side. There's jack storage in here. I got the wrong size battery in it because it was free. Yeah.
Oh, you can smell that stain.
Oh, you can smell everything. So the coolant is leaking out of the back of the cylinder head. It might be in the manifold, but I don't really care because it's not overheating. But it leaks out the back and down the transmission. So anywhere it parks, there's a nice big bubble. Sorry, Bombo. Yeah. Manifold, all the studs broke off, so I had to weld those on. And someone did a tune-up on it. Someone actually loved this thing. It's got greasable drive shafts in it. Bill seat shocks in the front.
Ride's good.
Yeah. Oh, bro, this ride's fantastic. I did a wheel bearing on that side, and then ball joints on this side. Axle seals. Front diff was dumped and filled. I can do the transfer case and.
Is it me or these lug nuts look enormous?
Oh, they're 27 millimeters. They're fucking stupid and they're caps, so they're swollen, so you need like a 28 millimeter socket. What else did I find in this thing?
Some chapstick. Whatever else is with that
It's still
chapstick.
fresh. Oh, Bird's Bees. This is the good shit.
Go ahead and put it on.
Nice. Oh, it smells bad.
Why are you handing it to me?
You're buying the garbage.
What the fuck is this? I think it's a snake.
Why are you touching it?
I don't know. It's my car. Oh god, look at this. Here. Fucking. Woo! Some street. Yeah. What is that seat? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a push tech for something. Let's put that right back there.
Probably holding it.
That's how you get. Yeah, that's how you get tetanus. There you go. Throw it away too. There's nothing in the seat rail that looks like it goes back and forth. I don't know. I'm gonna steal this.
What did the internet say? That you can like flip the bracket around or something?
Something like that.
Now can I wonder if I can get in the back seat and film in the middle.
Hold that seat up.
He DeSantis.
Who doesn't live in Florida now?
Yeah. Said he was moving to Florida and then moved across town. Ooh, that was kind of big. That one's also kind of big. And there we go.
Oh yeah, brother. You're all this stuff in there.
Fucking neighbor. Oh, at least he's not like facing me. Like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, way to work.
Oh, do you?
I mean, the playscape is still very much there.
Is it really?
Of course.
I remember
Giant
the
wood.
commemoration stickers and bricks.
Go put it on the guardrail.
Okay. That's not gonna stay there.
Now you got the bumper dirty.
Oh well. It's fucking pissed. The guy painted it. It would have matched the rest of the car looking like shit, but
Now matches the trim.
yeah.
Start pushing a couple sobs, hit a couple trees, it'll go right back to being however you like it.
this curving this hard.
I do. I remember trying to drift this in the van. I never could get it.
Are you smoking in my fucking car?
No.
Put it the fuck out. Get the fucking cigarette out of the car, please. You fucking moron. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.